Thing of the week, thing of the week, it's your ink thing of the week. Yeah! Hello there. The search for the perfect stylus continues, and today's episode focuses on the Mobiscribe Concrete. Can the Mobiscribe balance a really good stylus with an artistic flair? No, but we're going to take a look anyway. So let's take a closer look and see how it scores. Okay, let's now take a look at the Mobiscribe Concrete, and we'll start with the packaging. Very unusual packaging. I think one of the themes of this is this really a stylus, or is this meant to be a piece of art? And I think it definitely leans more in one direction than the other. But let's look at how the packaging is done. So you open this up and you've got this kind of, I don't know if this is like a felt container, inside this box that's designed to hold it at an angle. And then you take off these edge pieces, you open it up, and finally you reveal the stylus itself. So definitely a lot of effort in the packaging that you don't normally see with the stylus. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quickly. First of all, you see the Mobiscribe logo there, plus the logo of 22 Studio, which is the folks that designed this stylus. Definitely a very short stylus. This is a very stubby styli. I don't think there are any other styli that I've reviewed that are anywhere near as small as this. And if you hold it in the hand, it fits just fine, but you are aware of how small it is. So it's certainly functional, but yeah, it's kind of awkward. It does have a ceramic nib, so I'm going to be careful on drawing on this. Normally, you want to make sure that any device that you use a ceramic nib with has a screen that can handle that. Supernote is one of them. The Mobiscribe apparently can handle this as well, but I would be very cautious of using this on any other device, and I'm going to be very gentle here. Let's go ahead and see the kind of the sound it makes. It's a little bit of a louder sound. And then, which of course you can't change. That's because you can't switch out the nib. It doesn't have an eraser, so you have to use the eraser feature. Being very gentle with using this. There are 7 sides, so it's not a 6-sided stylus. It's actually 7-sided. There's supposed to be some sort of symbolism related to that. Clearly, again, I think you can definitely get the sense that this is a bit of a style over substance situation, and that's an example of that. In terms of the shaft itself being made of concrete, I mean, you can feel a little bit of extra weight as a result of that, but it's not particularly, it's subtle, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I just wish this were a little bit longer, and I think it would have had a better balance. And then it has a little kind of an odd end bit there where there's this kind of hole at the edge, and there's nothing functional about that I'm aware of. So this is essentially the Mobiscribe Concrete, and let's go ahead and score it. Okay, I'm going to go back to my Books Pro pen because I don't want to risk scratching my screen. And let's go ahead and start scoring. So cost, this is extremely expensive. It's $99. That's not going to earn it any points. There are no erasers, and there's no magnet. Ooh. However, it does have that permanent nib, and that certainly is worth 3 points. But there's nothing special outside of its artistic merit, so that means the stylus scores a 3 overall. And let's go see where that fits then on the scoreboard. All right, those 3 points puts the Mobiscribe Concrete pretty close to the bottom of the list, just a hair above the Mobiscribe Standard Pen. I'm a big fan of the Mobiscribe company with their devices, but they haven't done well with their styluses, and that continues with the Concrete. In fact, as I alluded to earlier in the video, I really think this is more of a piece of art than it is a functional stylus, which is not to say that it doesn't work as a stylus. It certainly does, but it doesn't do as well as all the styli that are ranked above it. As a piece of art, I commend it. Being made of concrete is definitely a novel idea. The coloring looked really good. It definitely has a very unique look and feel to it. And there are other aspects that lean toward the artistic as well. So I definitely appreciate the effort on that front, and I guess I would call it a success. But at $99, is the stylus worth it either as a stylus or as a piece of art? I think that's a hard sell, but obviously art is in the eye of the beholder, and the value of art will vary from person to person. I definitely appreciate having had the opportunity to review it, but I wouldn't go as far as to recommend it for others. That's how I feel about that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until then, I will see you next time.